Hey guys, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to remember names and faces. Have you ever been introduced to somebody and you shake their hand and 2 seconds later you can't remember their name? Well, I got good news for you. There is a way to remember names and faces. At the USA Memory Championship, I memorized 155 names in 15 minutes. In this video, I'm going to show you my process to remember names and then give you a test and see how many names you can remember. Check it out. Let's pretend like we're going to meet a group of people here, and let's see how good we do remembering their names. Let's meet this first person right here. What stands out to you on this person? What's the unique feature? For me, the unique feature is her nose, okay? Imagine she says to you, "Hi, my name is Lisa." I want you to imagine the Mona Lisa. Imagine we're painting the Mona Lisa on her nose. See the tip of her nose right there? You got your red and your blue and all your color paint, and you're painting the Mona Lisa on her nose. Nose, Mona Lisa, Lisa. And let's see the next lady here. This next lady, what stands out to you on her face? I think we all will agree she has a really nice smile, nice teeth. Even if she talks, we're going to notice those pretty white teeth. So let's use her teeth. It's real distinctive. Her name is Wendy. I want you to imagine through her teeth is wind. Whoosh, a cool breeze running through her teeth. Imagine whenever she smiles, wind goes through her teeth. You have wind on her teeth for Wendy. Go back and review the one before. On her nose, we have the Mona Lisa for Lisa. This next lady, what stands out to you on her? For me, it's her eyes. Look at those pretty blue eyes. Her name is Michelle. We have to turn Michelle into a picture. I want you to see a missile. I want you to look at her eyes and see a missile. Boom! Shooting through her eyes. Look at those eyes and missiles shooting off. Wow! Go back and review the one before. Mouth, what was on her mouth? Wind, Wendy. The one before, nose, Lisa. Go back and review the one we just did. Eyes, missiles, Michelle. This next guy, what is his distinctive feature? I think it's going to be his beard, all right? That's pretty clear. This guy, his name is Frank. What's a picture for Frank? I use a frankfurter. Like a hot dog. So imagine in his beard, you got a hot dog, and you got all in his beard. You got hot dogs all in his beard, and you're like, "Hey man, I'm gonna want one of those hot dogs." And you reach in his beard and you grab a hot dog. When you are meeting somebody, actually create these crazy stories. Actually imagine I'm at a baseball game and he's sitting over there and he's got hot dogs in his beard. Tell yourself a story. It's going to help you remember it with more emotion. Action and emotion, hot dogs in his beard. Let's go back and review the lady before. In her eyes, what do you see? Missiles. The lady before, her mouth, wind. The lady before, nose, Mona Lisa, Lisa. The guy we just did, in his beard, frankfurters, Frank. This next guy, what stands out? For me, it's that bald head. On the top of his head, I want you to see, his name is Wayne. Wayne. What could a picture for Wayne to be? I use rain. Rain is Wayne. Wayne is rain. Rain is Wayne. Look at the top of his head and see rain beating down on the top of his head. Rain on the top of his head. His name is Wayne. Rain and Wayne beating on the top of his head. Go back and review the one before. In the beard, we had frankfurters, Frank. The lady before, eyes, Michelle. The lady before, wind, Wendy. And the lady before, Mona Lisa, Lisa. Let's just do a few more here. Her name is Karen. What stands out to you about Karen? I'm going to say her eyebrows. Her eyebrows stand out. Now let's imagine her eyebrows are made out of carrots. Karen is a carrot. So you see carrots on her eyebrows. You're chewing her eyebrows, all right? You're chewing her eyebrows. Eyebrows, Karen. Go back and review. What was on top of this guy's head? What was his name? Rain for Wayne. This guy? A Frank for frankfurter. This lady? Missiles for Michelle. This lady? Wind for Wendy. And this lady? Mona Lisa, Lisa. Now let's go a little bit quicker and let's just say the names. Her? Lisa. Her? Wendy. Her? Michelle. Him, Frank. Him, Wayne. Her, Karen. This guy right here now, new guy, what stands out to you on him? You know what stands out to me on him? His hair. And I want you to imagine in his hair, maybe you think of Dell computers, right? I know it might be spelled a little differently, Dale and Dell, but it's the same thing. You might see a Dell computer in his head. Why do I put it in his hair? Because that's the distinctive feature. That's what stands out to me. When you are trying to remember somebody's name, you focus in on their distinctive feature. Let's do one more here. This lady right here, her name is Claudia. Her eyes are her distinctive feature for me. I imagine her eyes are made out of clouds, and I see puffy clouds inside those eyes, and I imagine the clouds are just floating there in her eyes. Claudia, clouds. Claudia, clouds. Look at her eyes. What's her name? Claudia. Going backwards. What's his name? Dale. What's her name? Carrot. Karen. What's his name? Wayne, because it was rain. What's his name? Frank, frankfurter. What's her name? Michelle, missile. What's her name? Wendy, wind. And what's her name? Lisa, the Mona Lisa. Let's say these really quick last time here. What is her name? Lisa. Her name? Wendy. Her name? Michelle. His name? Frank. His name? Wayne. Her name? Karen. His name? Dell. And her name? Claudia. Guys, you just remembered 8 people's names. You focused in on their distinctive feature. You turned their name into a picture. Now here's where might get difficult for you. You might be in a meeting and maybe you meet them and you can't think of a picture on the spot. If this is occurring, if you're in a business situation or a social situation and you can't think of a picture for their name, then stop. Stop the memory system and just listen to them, all right? People don't care how much you know until they first know how much you care. And if you're trying to turn their name into a picture and you're not listening to them, forget the memory system and just listen to them. Now here's the deal. When they leave, then ask yourself, what's a picture for that name? Maybe look at my book and see if you can see a picture for that name. Then the next time somebody walks in and they have that name, every Steve, you use the same picture, stove. Every Dell, you use whatever you decide. Every Lisa is the Mona Lisa. Every Brian is a brain. Every Karen is a carrot. Every Claudia is a cloud. Or whatever you decide you're going to use for that name. So if in the moment you can't create a picture for that person's name, don't worry about it. But when they leave, turn that name into a picture and see if you can remember the distinctive feature on their face and create a story when they leave. Do it right when they leave. So next time you meet somebody with that name, you'll be prepared. And that's the way you get good at this. Drive down the road, see names on billboards, turn them into pictures. When you see movie credits and you see names, turn them into pictures. When you see a restaurant and the lady has a name tag on, turn that into a picture. When the bartender has a name tag on, turn that into a picture. When you're at the bank and they have their name tag on, as a teller, turn that into a picture. Whenever you are at a conference and they have a name tag on, turn that into a picture. If you will commit to me for the next 30 days, turning every name you see into a picture, you're going to get really good at this. It's going to take about 30 days to get good at names. And it's going to take a lot of practice. But remembering names is going to take the most practice out of anything that you need to do in regards to memory, but it's also the most rewarding. Zig Ziglar used to say people don't care how much you know until they first know how much you care. When you can remember names, it's going to make a huge, huge difference. If you enjoyed learning how to remember names, please give me a like or give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate all the likes and the thumbs up. Also, if you want to learn more, I have a memory course. It's called Black Belt Memory. It teaches you everything that you need to know to remember names and faces, give speeches without notes, memorize chapters of books, remember a deck of cards, remember names and faces, remember poems and poetry. Are you studying for a test and you want to get better grades? You need my Black Belt Memory course. When you complete it, you'll get a Black Belt in Memory certificate. It's really cool. But click the link down below. I have a free gift for you, and that free gift is exactly what you need to take the next step. So click the link below, my Black Belt Memory link, get the free gift, and I'll see you on the next video.